Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri, and we are just wrapping up 2 weeks of peak training, and I feel super good about it. It went really well. 22 workouts in 14 days. Now when you compare that to that absolutely weak February that I had, I had 41 or 40, I think 41 workouts in 48 days. 22 workouts in 14 days comes to about what I thought before, about 70 workouts in that same time span if I kept up that pace. Anyway, really happy about this workout block. It's going well, and just in time. We are less than 5 weeks away from Panama City Beach, the IRONMAN 70.3 at Gulf Coast. So looking forward to that. This episode is a little longer than normal, but enjoy it. If you have to break it up, break it up. But near the end, I talk about where I get my bike names from, which is kind of interesting. I hope you enjoy that. At any rate, I'm going to continue on with this kind of training, keep up this consistency, and we even got open water swimming this time, so be sure to check that out. Enjoy the episode, sit back, and relax for now, but then get back at it. In the meantime, remember, you don't have to be the fastest, just be fearless. Good morning, folks. Black Iron Tri, brand new week. We are in a peak week. And the idea, so my coach tells me, of the peak week is to get really specific about the training. Training is going to be a lot more race specific, doing things like some sprint efforts, and then jumping off the bike and running. Swimming, maybe open water if the water cooperates and my partner in crime will let me get in the lake this early in the year. We'll see. But anyway, let's get it on. Let's get it in and get it on. Looking forward to this. At this point, we are less than 7 weeks away from race day. All right. Whew. Feeling pretty good, but still nervous, and I'm glad about that. When you're not nervous, there are some who say you probably should find something else to do because you want to be a little bit nervous. Nervous is just a desire to want to do well, and of course I'm there. And a little bit of fear that you won't. That's where the nervousness comes from. So we trust the training. We get it in. Let's go ahead and kick off this peak week. Big day today. Got a spicy ride, jump off the bike, jog for 15 minutes, and then I've got to swim. Now, just a note, I added that swim because my last swim, per my plan, per my coach, was last Thursday or Friday. I think Thursday. At any rate, the next one isn't planned until this Thursday. And frankly, my swim is not one where I feel comfortable going an entire week without getting in the water. So I'm not doing anything crazy today. For swimming, I'm doing basically the recovery swim I did last week to end off the week, just to get in the water. It's not on the schedule. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna hurt myself. And then I'll be sure to get plenty of rest when I get home. So I'll be ready for tomorrow's next session, peak session. All right? So done talking. Let me get it on. Let me get ready, get busy. Talk to you guys in a few. It's Kenny E signing off. Be fearless. Hey everybody, Kenny E here, on my way to the swim to wrap up first day of this peak training, third workout of the day, and just getting my energy back. Those first two workouts kind of wore me out. We got some breakfast, some coffee, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So we're gonna get this in. Again, this was a swim I added to keep me from going a whole week without a swim, because per the plan, it would have been a week before my next swim, which is 3 days from now on Thursday. So I just wanted to get in the water and keep muscle memory going instead of missing so many days, even though I would have been following plan. But again, we're going to take it easy, not going crazy, right? Get some pulls in, what have you, and try to get a couple thousand yards in. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys afterwards. That's it for today, at least for right now. We'll see what the pool brings us. Kenny E signing off. Be fearless. Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri, and I'm going for a walk. Nothing spectacular, certainly not too stressful, but I kind of have a back goal of getting in 10,000 steps every day. And I'm not, there was one time a couple of years ago, I actually strung together 70 straight days of over 10,000 steps. Over the course of that, I think I hit 1 million steps. I think that's right. The math's in there somewhere, yeah. Because I did more than 10,000 a lot of days, especially days where I was training, where I had a run exercise. But when you are training and you're sticking with your program, getting in 10,000 steps isn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world to do. It is on run days. But the reality of it is I have 2.5-ish run days a week. I say 2.5 because I definitely have 2 full up run days where hitting 10,000 steps is not a big deal. And then I do a brick on Saturdays usually. And sometimes that brick is a short brick, 30 minutes or so, 15 minutes. And when you have a short brick, that's not gonna get you anywhere close to 10,000 steps. And so I've been trying to supplement my workouts just with a walk, just enough to get to 10,000. Again, not trying to overdo things. We do have a race we are trying to prepare for. But all that said, I had my ride workout this morning, which was intense. Still felt the need to try to get, oh shoot, where's that entry? Uh-oh, I'm turned around here, folks. Trying to find the, oh, there it is, I see it. I'm just looking for that trail. Huh? I'm just looking for that trail over there. That go over there, yeah, I went the wrong way, sorry, man. I'm all turned around, trying to get to this little secret path that cuts through near the university here, near Georgia Tech. It is secluded and great for taping in public. I went the wrong way and ended up in a secure area. Had the security guard come out, almost bust me down a couple of levels. And now I'm heading the right direction. I'll flip the camera around here. I was up there where that truck is. It's supposed to be on this side. Anyway, I am now heading in the right direction. And this is not the kind of trail I would encourage, for example, my partner in crime to come down alone, even though I know the college students do it. But it's super secluded. And I'm not sure it's 100%, safe. I am not worried about it. I am not the smallest guy in the world. And reality, when it comes to bad guys, at least in my experience, they like to take the path of least resistance. That's why when you hear about people getting their car stolen, it's probably somebody who left their car door unlocked. Because the thieves will walk down and check door handles. They're not really trying to necessarily break into a car whose door is locked when there's going to be somebody who left their door open. And if you're going to ambush somebody in a secluded place, you probably want them to be sub 200 pounds, sub 100 kilograms. I'm not that. That said, I'm still on my P's and Q's. It's the kind of thing where you sit here, I'm talking about it, and I'll probably catch somebody on film coming out 300 pounds, kicking my ass and taking my camera. Anyway, I think I'm all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm taping this on my phone, and I'm going to tape when I come back using my GoPro. This is a little bit of a filming test for me as well. Anyway, who knows if this will make it to the channel. I just feel like if I'm working out, I should be recording. Anyway, let me finish this up. Going to the grocery store, get some supplies. I'll talk to you guys later. Be fearless. Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri. Just finished up a 2+ hour bike ride with some spikes on the trainer here. And now about to get this run in for the brick. We'll do an hour-long run. As part of this, I'm gonna be testing out these new socks I got from Bamboo Works. I mentioned them in a previous video, perhaps. These guys reached out to me, asked me about trying their socks out. I did pay for these, so everything's above board. They didn't send them to me for free. So, but that said, so far so good. I tried on a pair earlier this week and just to wear around, and they felt good, held their form all day, which is important for me. And now I told them I sent them an email, told them so far so good, and I'll put them through their paces this weekend. The name of the company is called Bamboo Works. So it's Bamboo spelled B-A-M-B-U, and Works is W-E-R-X. I'll put a link in the description below to their website so you can check them out yourself. They do other gear other than socks. They sent me a headband too, which I'll be putting under the cycling cap here when I go outside. So I'm going to run in these. I don't know if it's good for them that I'm a slow runner, or bad for them that I weigh a lot. We'll see. But according to the partner in crime, my partner in crime says the real test is how they come out of the wash. She ain't wrong. So anyway, I'm gonna put this pair through an hour-long run here to wrap up today's brick, and then we'll throw them in the wash and see how they turn out. But so far so good to Bamboo Works. They're thumbs up as far as I'm concerned right now. I'm holding them like this because they're kind of dirty. I put them on earlier and messed up the video, so I had to redo it. So forgive me. But anyway, gonna throw them on here, get this run in, and I'll get back to you with some more feedback. In the meantime, be fearless. All right, my people, run is done. I forced in a 10K. I didn't go over time. Time was supposed to be hour 15. I did about hour 8. I had to walk some of it. Cramped really bad late in that run, right in the groin area here, where I always cramp. When I cramp, I haven't cramped a lot this training season. I've been keeping the salt up. Not sure what happened there, other than a pretty hard bike ride, and then off it and right into a run. Interesting, the coach for these later bricks has this thing called faster at first. So after you finish your race-like bike with some intervals, get off the bike and get on the run. For the first 15 minutes, run up near your threshold. Why, I don't know. I have to look up the reasons for that, and then bring it back down to your normal Z2 race pace. This was a rough one today, but I was determined to get it in. I don't want to lose the advantage of feeling good. So I promised myself before I even started today's workout, I was going to get the majority of it done. And by that, I mean, I was going to get green in training peaks no matter what. So I got it done. I feel really good about it. Tomorrow's supposed to be an open water swim. Unlikely. Partner in crime does not let me get in the water outside this early in the season. We'll see. I've convinced her, I think, to let us at least go and just put our hands in it, see what happens. All right, folks, I gotta get in the tub with some Epsom salt, get some more sodium in me. It's still cramping here, but I'm smiling through it. And the socks are winning so far, man. I put them through it today. The socks are wet, but they did what they were supposed to do. My shoes are mostly dry. I don't expect them to be 100% dry, but bad socks, a run like that, after a ride like that, usually my shoes they're making sloshing sounds. Not today, and I'm really happy about that since this is a new pair of shoes, a new pair of runners. Anyway, Kenny E signing off. I'll get back with you guys. I could sit here and talk all day, but I gotta go. And take care of this cramp. All right, thanks for joining. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you want. I'm glad you're here. Talk to you later. Be fearless. Kenny E here. I am on my way to the swim for the third workout of the day. And looking at Training Peaks, it looks like I did the same thing last Monday. I did a ride, then a run for a brick, and then threw a swim in. Last week I threw in a swim because there wasn't one on the plan, and there was going to be a week between swims, and I didn't want that to happen, so I threw in an extra swim last week. This week I'm actually making up for not doing my open water swim on Sunday due to temperatures or whatever, and the pool was closed. So I'm going to head to the pool. This is a really relaxed swim, more like a recovery swim, just to get in a couple thousand yards, a couple thousand meters, depending on where you are, and wrap it up for the day. As far as training, then I got to get to work and earn some money. All right. Hope everybody's having a great day. I will catch up with you after this swim. In the meantime, be fearless. Hey everybody, Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri, and we're back out at Lake Allatoona here in Georgia. About to get it in. Swim practice today. Light on the yardage, well kinda, 2,400 yards or so. But gotta dip the foot outside in open water before the race. Do not wait until race day to make that your first time getting in open water. Bad mistake, nothing new on race day. Anyway, we're gonna jump in here, get this in. Partner in crime is in the house. Hanging in there. Thank you, baby. Oh man, you gotta have one of those. You gotta have a partner in crime to help you out, man, because this is not easy. Anyway, be sure to get it in. I'm gonna go ahead and get this knocked out, and then we're gonna go relax in preparation for entertaining tomorrow for Easter. Everybody take care. It's Kenny E signing off for Black Iron Tri. Be fearless.
The lake is really shallow.
Good morning, folks. Kenny E here, Black Iron Tri. And I'm a little bit more than an hour into a long ride this Sunday morning. And just a little salty. because I wanted to ride outside today. But the riding guys weren't with me in a number of ways. I usually make any kind of, semi-serious decision. I'll give myself, 3 strikes. If it's only 1 or 2, I'll go ahead with the decision and take my chances. But today, I was all ready to go, hit it, go outside. But the weather is saying 100% chance of rain. And although I do like riding in the rain, I actually really like it. I probably have a video I could throw up here of me riding in the rain. I don't like to start in the rain. It's kind of a rule I learned from my buddies at IA²R. This is jersey I'm wearing today. Back in Chicago, don't start in the rain. It's okay to get caught in the rain. Don't start in the rain. So that was 1 strike. And then I had my bike all ready to go. There she is, Miss Charday. Was ready to hit it. I took her off the trainer recently. But as you might know, as I might have mentioned, I run tubeless and run tubeless tires, which means there's a liquid inside that acts as a sealant if there's a small puncture in the tire. Problem is, if the wheel sits in for any amount of time without moving, that sealant can collect and can clog things up or whatnot. And this bike was on the trainer all winter, including that front tubeless wheel and tire. And I've tried to pump her up. I think she's pretty good, but I'm not 100%, and the valve's not acting 100% right. The tires feels tight, but it was going to be taking a little bit of a chance to ride on it. So that was 2 strikes. Still would have gone out, except the last strike is today is Easter, and we are hosting some people here at the house. And my partner in crime has been busting her butt. I can hear her now upstairs, getting the house ready, getting food ready. And if I had gone out, I'd be coming back real close to when people are going to show up. And I've been helping where I can, but she can always use another hand. So by working out here at the house, it gives me 2 or 3 more hours here at the house after my workout that I can help around the house. So that was kind of the 3rd strike, but I was all set. Like I said, Miss Charday was ready, and I had the bike rack on the back. We don't normally keep it on there, but I was ready to rock and roll. But like I said, it was working against me. Oh, meant to mention, so this is Charday. I don't know if I've ever talked about the names of my bikes. Maybe I have, but this is Charday, and I put the names of the bike on there, along with my name on most of my bikes. And that beautiful piece of art in the background there, that's Phoebe. This one I showed in a very early video. I'll give you a side shot there. This used to be what we called a 10-speed back in the day, and that had to do with how many cogs were on the back, on the sprocket in the back, not the combination like they do now to call a bike, or whatever they do. I forget. Well, maybe it was a combination back then, and not just the sprockets in the back. That's what it was. But the frame is probably 30 years old, and I had that bike in different closets and stuff all over the place. Stayed at my cousin's house. I took it to college. It was my bike in college, get around campus. And a few years back, it was kind of beat up and rusty or whatever. I took it to a buddy who owned a bike shop, who was a part of the riding crew I was with in Chicago. And I said, can you get this thing to work? It had the regular teardrop handlebars on it. Like I said, it was a 10-speed, had gears. He said, Kenny, why don't you just leave it with me? And can I just have at it? And I said, have at it. And when I came back to pick this bike up, I was almost in tears in a good way. He turned it into a single speed, not a fixie, folks. I'm not that good. He turned it into a single speed. He put purple crank on there because he knows purple's my favorite color. Purple bullhorn. Took the back brakes off and what have you. He took 10 pounds off the bike. Put a nice single brake up front. And this is my commuter now here. Tough to get up these Atlanta hills if you're coming from a dead stop with that single speed, because that's a pretty big gear. He built that for people like him and me with big legs, and I love it. That's Phoebe. And then this bike, my Kestrel RT1000. I bought this bike kind of on a whim. I needed a bike for Atlanta because I was commuting back and forth from Chicago to Atlanta because my partner in crime was living here at the time and I was still living in Chicago and working in Chicago. And I bought this off of Amazon, mostly because it had a 0% financing option. That kind of made some bike folks mad at the bike shop that I had put it together, but they did a great job building her. And it's one of my favorite bikes. It's really light. I mean, I take it to races and a volunteer will grab it and say, man, this bike is so light. It is a very light bike. Plus, I geared it, and changed the gears on it and turned it into really a climber. So I've got a 52-34 on the front. For those who aren't familiar with how gearing works, that means it's got a big ring on the front with 52 teeth and a small ring, that's the lower gear when it's up front, of 34 teeth. And in the back is a 12-speed hub, 1134. And again, those numbers refer to the number of teeth on each sprocket. And this ranges from 11 to 34. And anywhere in there can be, it could be 12s, it could be a 15, whatever. But the big one on the back is for slow speed. So in the front for slow speed or easy pedaling is the small ring. In the back for slow speed, easy pedaling is the big ring. And with a 34 in the front and a 34 in the back, that's a 1-to-1 ratio. Really, really easy pedaling. We call it granny gear. No offense to the grandmas out there. But that has saved my life with it being a light bike and geared for climbing. Those Chattanooga races don't hurt as much. And like I said, this is Lena. This is Lena. And for those who haven't caught on yet to the theme here, and I have a bike. I have a bike in Chicago. My very first real road bike is a 2013 Trek Madone. I still have that bike. And that is Kareem. So if you haven't caught on to the pattern yet, you might not be familiar, but those are all famous women singers. All right, you've got Phoebe. That's Phoebe, as in Phoebe Snow, one of my favorite singers. Mom used to play when I was a kid, and my sister and I still love all her music. Sade, it probably goes without explanation. Lena, that's Miss Lena Horne, back in the 50s, 60s or whatever. And then Kareen is Kareen Bailey Ray. She's a contemporary singer. I actually saw her at the New Orleans Jazz Fest once. Wonderful singer, great talent. So that's my naming convention, is famous female singers. I do the same with my cars. I've had a car named Maxine. That's an old singer from, I don't even know the last name for that one. That was a 2000 Maxima. I've had a car I called Beyonce. That was my 2003 Mercedes-Benz E320. I had a car, my favorite car ever was Rihanna. I replaced Beyonce with Rihanna. Who knew? Rihanna was a 2007 Mercedes-Benz CLK 63 AMG. If you know cars, you know Mercedes, you know AMG. Beast. I think I'm definitely gonna throw a picture of her up here if I haven't already. But Rihanna did a couple of things for me. First of all, she answered her dream. I got a beautiful drop top sports car that I could zoom up and down the street with. I always dreamed about taking a sports car on Lakeshore Drive in Chicago in the middle of the night on a Sunday where nobody else was out there, and just doing it. And I did it. and I love that car. But the other thing it did for me was I am over cars. Cars do not move me anymore. A buddy of mine recently bought a McLaren. I'm happy for him, but cars do nothing for me anymore. I'm so over cars. That car was it. As far as I was concerned, she was the perfect car, and there'll never be another like her. I've seen other cars, fancy cars, Porsche, but Ferrari, nothing, does nothing for me. And so my partner in crime and I, you guys have seen Ruby, our SUV, and she's called Ruby just because that's what color she is. Again, that's not my car, that's our car. So I didn't just name her, it was a family choice for the name. Anyway, all that to say, I didn't get to go outside, so now I'm suffering here in the garage. Trying to get this in, just taking a little break. The ride is kind of tough today. This is called a race ready ride, or I'm sorry, race day practice. and it's got me doing a bunch of long intervals at about 80-85% of FTP. So it hurts. But I'm gonna start talking, get back on here, get another couple of intervals in, and then I've got a long run after that, and we'll call it a day. Anyway, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get back on these bikes. I was gonna talk about what I'm gonna name my next bike, but I think I'll just hold off on that. In the meantime, hey everybody, have a happy Easter, and if you have had, I hope you had a happy Easter, and be fearless. Talk to you soon.